his ball, so he doesn't have that extra damage. And Lapu, if he gets that engage going and you pull him out, that could be detrimental to his gameplay.
Yeah, I agree. But at this point, you can see like the bans coming through, man. This Julian being banned out, he is not one of the heroes in the current meta, but they understand how deadly Joshi can be with this pick, and that's why they pick it up. And even stealing away a Lancelot that Joshi could have picked up for himself, and knowing Momentum Mori picking up this Lancelot, they're definitely going to be looking for the backline. The backline in this case, being that Granger, being that Jushin, because looking at the way that Rain have drafted around, again, it's a front-to-back composition, looking to make those plays with the final slashes, like you mentioned, Warren, and they're looking to take away this Bruno off guard. They're looking to disposition him completely, displace him from these teamfights.
Yeah, I know.
You're really begging the question, are you going to go pick up a Purify, or are you going to go for a Flicker? Because in this case, if they rack up a lot of chain CC coming up from the side of Rain, Bruno is going to have a hard time. Kimmy, yes, you have a slight bit of a dash to get out of harm's way, but then again, where you want to play the Flicker is because you're going against a Fanny, and we're going to see Mr. Death indeed in the Land of Dawn, rocking these steel cables, and it's going to be a big problem for Momentum Mori.
And who is there to stop him? Like, of course you can hit him with Kimmy ultimate to try to put him out of position and throw him away from his cables, but who else is there? Lance, I don't really know how well can he help, and right now that last pick can really either break it or make it. If you pick a strong CC lock-in for that Fanny, it could be working out. I don't know, thinking about Fredrin Rome, is that something that you can go for? I don't know, might be too much of an off-meta, so you might be going for something else. But with that Mino ban, Gato ban, they exactly knew what they were going for since going for that Fanny.
Yeah, I think they're either looking down at a Hylos or a Kaja at this point, because Kaja's slightly been crept up back into the meta, unless they have a Franco in their arsenal. But then again, even if you pick these heroes up, you have the Ruby that can be a big problem with the Double King, and that's why they opt to go for the Tigreal. And to be honest, this Tigreal is going to get bullied really hard going against Jushin, because Jushin loves these tanky, beefy boys who are especially slow at dropping down the lantern, picking them up, and throwing them around like she's playing basketball.
I was
at this
thinking
point,
headlights
if you ask me,
work.
Momentum Mori not having the best of drafts while going against a team as good as Rain.
I'm super worried about that Tigreal. How is he going to play his game? Because right now that mid lane matchup will be super tough for him. We saw that Jushin is able to even outpush Kimmy, which is kind of unusual because usually Kimmy is the one with priority. Sakamoto will try to move in as Kingstar is lurking in the shadows, still waiting around. And you see Loloi is completely late on this rotation, and they are already moving into the bottom side to establish some vision and see where Yusin started.
Yeah, and we already spoke about this slightly off, off camera as well, right, Warren, about how they are looking to take away trade HPs in the EXP lane just because they want to make sure their EXP lane counterpart does not hit level 4 and is not really ready for this turtle fight. And that's going to be absolutely crucial coming in. And Kingston knows what his role is. He knows what his job is. Try and make sure Mio gets all these minions, and at the same time, try and dominate the EXP side of the river. And that way, you unlock Bloom a little earlier than they are able to unlock Wade.
Also, it's super tough right now for Wade, since even if he wanted to play a little bit more aggressive, there's always that lurking shadow from the side of Rain, that they are just jumping around, dashing around, that are just keeping him in check, where he cannot really play. And the same thing is right now happening for Yusin, as Kingstar moved into the top side and is not letting him farm very easily those jungle camps.
Look at Joshi, he hits his level 4 right now, has a steel cable, trying to go through. Sakamoto goes for the Sacred Hammer, but at the same time, they're not able to get nothing. Joshi looking
for the winner.
For blood. They smell blood in the water, all right. 10 seconds until the turtle spawns. You can see Bloom already making his way there to try and set this up for the rest of his team.
I mean, you still burn Sakamoto's Flicker,
Joshi
so he will not have it available, but now Kingstar could be in big trouble. He still has Flicker available. He will try to go for a sneaky recall right before the turtle take.
Yes, before the turtle take, they got to make sure something happens as Wade hits his level 4 power spike, but you can see Bloom already being there, dragging the turtle out towards their side. Traction Pulse comes and pulls back Mio, but Mio right now goes for the Lantern Flare, but at the same time, you can see Bloom making sure his mid laner is safe with that final slash. Here comes the Bravest Fighter at the same time. Bloom trying to go in, but Wade creating the space that they need. Uzin going ham at the turtle. Joshi comes in, misses out on retribution, and it goes in the hands of Mio. And Joshi looking for blood. Wade and Sakamoto running out of harm's way as well. But at the back line, you can see Uzin trying to find his way into the purple buff. Joshi, along with Kingsta, making sure that Momentum Mori cannot get that whatsoever. Sakamoto gets caught in the I'm offended, and that is first blood in the hands of Rain. As they're looking to extend this team fight, Wade goes into the Bravest Fighter. Mio on the back line, trying to show the damage, but here comes the displacement with that final slash. Joshi goes down to the hands of Uzin as they overextended, and now it is a kill score of 2-1.
Overextended, for real.
For a bit, it looked like a free take for Southside Rain, but Momentum Mori immediately counter-engaged into them and picked up a solo kill for Uzin, where he also has some gold coming from this fight, but still, we're right now looking at 1,000 gold for South Rain, 1,500 even.
They
and
should
if
be
you look
aggressive
where the gold is located, we can see Granger is kind of running away from Bruno, which is kind of interesting because Bruno was left alone on that line. I don't know what happened there, but 300 already been made for Granger. And if we look at the mid lane, Juxin is already ahead from Loloy.
Oh, yep, he is ahead from Loloy, and that's because of the space that Kingston.
By the way, guys, if you want, we can talk on Discord.
Look at how Kingston just completely dominated this entire river. First on the bottom half of the map, and now on the top half of the map. Sakamoto can't really do anything. Yes, he's a Tiger. Yes, he's slow, but he's the one that needs to check these brushes. Man, you can be a real man and still not hide behind a brush, but at the same time, your team needs it to be so. Otherwise, you're losing out on any sort of advantage that you get. And Mio is just abusing the mechanics of this Lantern Flare. And next on the chopping block, looks like Slarky is going to be there as Joshi comes through with a 4-man gank on the top side. And now they're going in. Slarky not looking like he's having a great time. He's trying to survive, but to no avail as Joshi's able to pick up that kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh, easy peasy indeed, as Bloom approaches mid lane, pushes away Wade, and is ready with the rest of the team as the new turtle is spawning onto the map. Final slide still available, and they could be looking for something.
We can't win.
They're trying to, right?
Against
Uzin is trying to go and try and clear out the way. Oh, Phantom Execution comes through as well, but at the same time, Thorn Rose, but you can see Kingston with the I'm offended, trying to catch them off guard. Wade with the Bravest Fighter, goes to the Landshaker, at the same time, flickers forward. Yuichi able to make it out of harm's way, and now from the back line, sniping them down with those Detonatas. Rhapsody to hear it out, as Bloom is able to pick up the kill, and now the rest of Momentum Mori have to group up to try and get some sort of advantage, but every time they group up, Mio is having a great time.
Mio is having the greatest time of his life, since he is always there ready, always ready to help out his teammates, and always ready to poke out his enemies and make them the most annoyed they can be, since Uzin is just trying to take his poor orange buff, and he is not even left alone for that, as they are pushing him away, pushing him around, and always like putting salt into his food, not really making his life very easy and very happy.
Yeah, and you can see also at the same time, Rain have gold up on every single lane, and now they get themselves another kill. Uzin missing out on that puncture, not able to make it out of harm's way, goes and gets taken down. Kingsta has to play, and he makes it indeed, as they get the traction pulse, pull them back, but it's still not happening for the side of Momentum Mori, trying to make it out of harm's way. Wade comes in with a Landshaker, trying to shut the damage. They get Bloom indeed, but he's only the sacrificial lamb as they're trying to make it another one. Wade makes it out of harm's way, so Momentum Mori get one kill out of the entire skirmish. At this point, Warren, I think any kill is a good kill for them.
Come on, where are the viewers?
No, absolutely. Right now for Momentum Mori, you need any gold you can get, since the gold platings are already gone and they were picked up by your opponents for the most part. Right now, you are looking for any way to obtain.
By the way, guys,
Slarky will be trying to push out this ball lane.
Tomorrow,
right now it looks like he will be left.
I will make a giveaway
because Uzin is able to protect his tower on mid lane.
Tomorrow is the final
tries to make
of
it
this
out
tournament,
with the Phantom Execution.
so I will do a giveaway.
Man, he has been waiting,
and one
to
of you
use
can win
that I'm offended at the right time. Even Flicker.
This giveaway is sponsored by Search Europe.
Goes for the big implosion, catches them into place, but look at that. Goes down, and yes, they get Joshi in the process, but here's the Landshaker. Wade might just turn it around for his entire team, but Bloom, if he has to win.
No, bro, what the fuck? I'm not even moving.
Even a single turn in the mid lane.
I'm not touching the phone. What the hell?
Momentum Mori have to work overtime to get anything on the board.
Oh, they are making their job so hard for themselves, for them, because Memento Mori are right now fighting over scratch. Really, 4,000 gold difference right now. It's a little bit lower, but still 7-minute game, and it
If you win,
honestly,
you donate
it
the
doesn't even
skin.
feel like 3,500. It feels like it's 7,000. By the way, how the fights are played, it doesn't really feel like Memento are in control at all.
Absolutely right, Warren. You said it perfectly. Memento Mori are
I don't
not
need
in
skin, give me
control of
food.
every single team fight. We saw that on the bot
I'll
side.
donate my
Wade
kidney.
had the
Oh,
opportunity to try and turn
such
it
a
around
great
for his team,
people
but
in the
Bloom
chats, in
just
the
made
stream.
it out right in the nick of time.
Apaga, Warlin.
And now you can see Mio absolutely abusing the
Bro.
mechanics of this Lantern Flare and gets himself a killing spree against an assassin nonetheless in the form of a Lancelot who's supposed to have the highest number of iframes to try and immune any sort of skills. And if a Lancelot gets caught in that, I think it's really GG well played, because Memento Mori really needs to think of a backup plan, and that backup plan should come in the form of the double marksman strategy, a double marksman composition that they have. But you can see they go for another final slash play, and now one after another Mio in the back line, making a sandwich out of it. But Slarky able to get that kill, and now they look for another. Seems like Ray.
Uh-oh. Bro, what the
He
heck?
has to steal cables, pulls out the cutthroat, but not enough, as Slarky should be the target. They get him with the Lantern Flare, and he gets taken down. Unstoppable indeed. 5-0-3 on the Jushin. Make that a double, and give that a 6 kills in the hands of Mio.
And now the worst part would be if you knew that Mio has Sky Piercer. I don't know, I didn't see the items for a little bit, but if Mio has that Sky Piercer, oh, it's rolling. Oh, that Sky Piercer is hurting a lot. I don't know. For the side of Memento Mori
What
right
the
now,
hell is wrong with
don't
the cable, bro? The hell?
for Memento Mori, it's not for the game with the double marksman as we've already. So you are trying to look for that outskill, but right now do you really have the time? Since already 2 towers gone, one almost dead, second one almost dead as well. Super rough.
It is super rough indeed at this point, and I feel like Rain are dominating
Lucifer,
every single neutral
Denji, do you
objective
want
that's
to
there.
join
They have
the voice
taken
chat?
all 3 turtles. Now time for the Lord. Yes, folks, that's a pterodactyl, but that definitely is the Lord in the game. 4K ahead in gold. Rain are looking to slowly pull out the members. They're trying to find out the members of Memento Mori and slowly, one after another, possibly take it down and then get themselves a Lord.
Right now they are posturing around it, and but just look at Lance. He's on the opposite side of the map, and now they should probably see it. So they are already started, and he needs to move in time to try to retribute his way into the Lord.
They are going through indeed, but at the same time, you can see the fight is separated into 2. Joshi in the back line goes straight for Slarky, knowing that he's the damage dealer, takes him down, way to the front line, gets bursted. Mio now takes care of Sakamoto, and you can see Bloom try to go for a final slash, didn't get anyone, probably missed out on the flicker. Vengeance is away, but you can see he gets himself the Lord. Uzin, yes, he goes down, but he buys some time for his team. Loloi, the only one left standing. But with the help of this Lord, they have bought themselves another 2 minutes, as Rain will not be able to end the game.
One's got the
they
ward?
will take away towers.
But that's the thing, like, if you didn't die, would you be able to protect those towers even if Lord was pushing in? Because still, it's a first Lord of the game, it shouldn't be that hard to defend. So maybe the correct play here would not be going for Lords very suicidally, but maybe just protecting your towers, and maybe that could work a little bit in your favor. Because look at the numbers, they took 3 towers, and you have 1 Lord, which will probably not get any towers taken, and you are probably losing that one on bottom side as well. So very nice play from Uzin, but the thing is, was it really necessary?
At this point, it doesn't feel like it, right? Because they've given away the Lord. Yes, they've given away a slight bit of an advantage, but if you ask, if you really ask the question of Memento Mori, is this really an advantage? Because they're not able to get a single tower. Okay, maybe the top side, they got themselves a mid, and if I'm not wrong, the bot as well. So they got the tier 1s out. Right? They got the tier 1s out completely, but now they still haven't got the goal lead deficit back by a lot. It's still 5.5k inside of Team Rain.
It's a nightmare.
Yes, any advantage is good. Oh my god, on the bot side, 1v1. Joshi takes away Uzin.
Oh,
he's having
Joshi's
a
good.
great game on this Fanny. 3, 2, and 8. 16-6 kill score. Warren, are we looking at a one-sided story, or is it a possible comeback, sir?
Sakamoto.
I mean, with scaling, it could work. Still, there's the angle of
Wait,
Sakamoto
Sakamoto
picking
picked
up Joshi
Kaja
in
yesterday,
a
yeah?
bad moment and CCing him up,
Memento
not letting
Mori.
him play the game. But always there is Kingsta, who is making your job super hard for Sakamoto. And also, Juicy in backline, Mio, they are probably on almost full items, so much damage coming from their side as well. So you basically have right now 3 carries that are dishing out a lot of damage, and then you have those 2 CC, high CC targets.
Did you want to talk with me?
In form of Bloom and Kingsta, so they are making it super rough for Tiger to position properly and try to pick up the right targets. As we see the gold differences, we can see that Lance is holding up very solidly, but everyone else is falling behind further and further.
Oh no, fight's trying to break down. Sakamoto goes for the concealed play as well. The
Lucian
back
is
line,
so
but gets caught out.
annoying.
Implosion comes through, catches 2, but at the same time you can see Slarky. He's left unchecked, and now one after another they're trying to burst them down. A double marksman composition works out. Traction pulse to pull them back, but he flickers out of harm's way. But he can see Uzin shing his way to the back line. He's still able to try and catch Mio. Punctures Thorn Rose. No Phantom Execution, and Mio survives. As so do the rest of the damage dealers from the side of Rain. They have got 2 for the price of none. This is the opening that Memento Mori were looking for, counting down the deficit to about 3.6k now and turning their attention to the Luminous Lord.
That's it, they are back in the game, and if they just hold on tight, I think they could be making history right now.
They are trying to do that because they're blitzing it. They get themselves a large traction pulse with the back, and you can see they get Kingsta right now with the help of the Landshaker as well as the Phantom Execution. But one disappointment being the fact that Wade has to use his flicker to get out of harm's way, and that is your EXP laner, that is your playmaker, your primary engage to give the space that Sakamoto can use to try and get that big implosion. So now without Lapu Lapu on a flicker, this might be a slight bit of an opening that Rain can use.
But the thing is, look on the opposing side, you have Purify that's on cooldown right now on Mio, then you have Flicker that's on cooldown as well for Jushi. Kingsta, of course, his Flicker is available, but Bloom without Flicker as well. So on the opposing side, it's really not looking that great. Sakamoto with a Flicker still available, so that big implosion play can still come in handy and be deadly for the opposing side.
It could be deadly indeed, but you can see Joshi absolutely playing the map, and so is Uzin. These 2 assassins cross-map plays, trying to take away the pressure, trying to take off the pressure from their team, but the Lord still left unchecked, 25,000 HP, and now Yuichi along with Bloom trying to get them down. Sakamoto goes for the concealed play. Kingsta spots him out, but here comes the Phantom Execution. Uzin always looking to take down Mio. He is under threat the entire time, as Mio now will always have to have a chip on his shoulder, looking at what could happen. And now Uzin trying to find his way. They get the clear on the Lord. So this is a good opening for Rain. And I think Memento Mori really need to understand that they are trying to overextend. Here comes the traction pulse. They catch Sakamoto. He could make a play. Implosion comes through. They catch Bloom. And now the rest of hell breaks loose. And now Bloom is the first one to fall down. Killing spree in the hands of Uzin as they're looking to get another. He makes it out of harm's way in the nick of time. And now Memento Mori Uzin goes in with the Torn Rose, and he gets just shut down on Mio. Mega kill indeed. Somebody stop this Lancelot, because Yuichi picked it up for himself. And now Kingsta with a Don't Run Volts King, trying to do something, but Joshi goes straight. Mr. Death, the Grim Reaper, finally able to pick up the kill, looking for more. Yuichi buys enough time, and they create the space that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start off the semifinals of the EMC.
And you look at Juicy, he just burned his Flicker absolutely for nothing. He shouldn't have been over-chasing that deeply because Sakamoto was already near. Now Sakamoto with Immortality available and as well as Flicker. And look at the side of Memento Mori. They have all Flickers, 4 Flickers on 4 members of their team. And Uzin is free for engaging this backline since Yuichi is Flickerless. Kingsta cannot save him in a Flicker play as well. And only Flicker is available on Bloom, so his final slash really needs to do some damage.
They really need to do it indeed, but at this point, not just damage, they really need to find and make that play, right? Apart from the 3-man push that we saw with the final slash, it's really not worked out so far. This Arlott could be a make it or break it for the side of Rain, because if he's able to get a good final slash with a Flicker on point, knowing that none of them have a Purify on the other side, it is looking dire, and that could just feed them in the hands of Kingston, who can then get the I'm offended, and it could just turn into a complete disaster for the side of Memento Mori. But one good thing right now is the fact that the Lord is up. They're almost dead even in gold, coming back from a 5K deficit. This is the opening that Memento Mori were looking for, and this is the statement that they're looking to make.
But Lance is not here. Can he get it?
Oh my God! You see the I'm offended from Kingston. He caught 3, but Sakamoto is the first one to fall. Wade goes to the back line. Wind of Nature comes out as well. Kingston's taken down, and at the same time Wade. But the Phantom Execution and Thornrose seals the deal for the Lord. And now Laloy going on to Bloom, as the rest of Rain will have to back out. They have to respect the damage that's coming in from the double marksman, and they definitely have to respect the prowess of the Lancelot in the hands of Uzin, who is putting on a display of skills in game number 1 in this best of 5.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Joshi needs to play super safe. He doesn't have his flicker available, so he cannot really go deep as Joshi dies in a super important moment. This could be the end of the game.
This could be the end that they're looking for. Memento Mori, see the end angle. Uzin trying to go to the back line, forced out a flicker from Yuichi, and now Mio is going to be the target, punctures his way. As you can see, Bloom is already down and out. Phantom Execution comes through, but Kingston trying to buy the time. He goes for the I'm offended. The base crystal is below half HP. They do have a cannon minion. Slarky just needs one volley shot, but he doesn't get it, as Yuichi along with Mio are not letting him through. And now they save the base crystal. Wade is back up, but too little too late. Somehow, someway, Rain stay in the fight.
They still standing, but the thing is, 6 minutes ago, would you be expecting this? That you're looking at their base crystal being almost destroyed, and the crystal of Memento Mori is not touched even once this game. So what is happening here? They were able to scale back into the game. Lolo is on his power spikes as well. Slarky, Bruno, super strong late game champion, compared to Yuichi, where he has Granger, and Granger isn't really scaling that well since his items are not that well scaling as Slarky ones are, and this is what we are seeing right now. Those fights are looking so much better for the side of Memento Mori.
They're looking so much better indeed. Memento Mori finally hit their power spike, right? We're past 15 minutes. We're at the 19th minute of the game right now. And this is where a double marksman composition hurts. And the entire time, Wade is being the sacrificial lamb, but he's only the big bait that they need him to bite. And they've been biting on this bait the entire time. As you can see, again, Uzin is breathing down the neck of Mio, not giving him any sort of breathing room whatsoever.
Oh, absolutely. The moment Mio moves into a bad position, Uzin is immediately ready to respond to that. Oh, wait a second, they are responding to Uzin on bottom side.
Oh my God, that was a concealed play that we saw. That could have been really bad. Joshi right now, this Fanny, the only thing that he can do at this point is go to the back line and try and burst down the marksman, or in this case, a double marksman, so he really has a lot on his plate. And with the nerfs that Fanny has been hit with, it has been really crucial for how you use your steel cables, and that's why you don't see Fanny picked up a lot on the pro scene these days, unless and until your steel cables is on point. But then again, we're not going to question the prowess of this hero in the hands of Joshi. He is known as Mr. Death. That is his nickname, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Grim Reaper in this game, and not just this game, the entirety of Europe. So if there's someone that we want to see bring up the kills, it's definitely him. As now the Lord is up, and Wade, this could be the opening that both these teams are looking for. Oh!
Lance is moving into position as another fight happens.
Yeah, you can see they get themselves the I'm offended along with the final slash, and now Joshi goes to the back line, trying to fight Sakamoto, but there's the implosion. He catches them in place. Uzin trying to show the damage, but you can see the 1v1 between the marksmen. Yuichi gets the kill. Sakamoto, immortality's popped. He's gonna go down indeed. That is the double kill in the hands of Yuichi. Uzin trying to survive, punctures his way out of harm's way. And now he flickers forward with the minions, stopping the bullets from going through. Yuichi letting the adrenaline do the talk, but not the skill. But at this point, they themselves survive. They take down 3 for the price of none. And now the Lord in their hands. And this could be all she wrote if Rain play it right.
If, and that's a big if, since Rain had a gorgeous early game, gorgeous mid game, but then it kind of slipped through. And I don't want to belittle what Memento Mori were able to achieve. Wait a second, is that the backdoor? No, it won't be, but it looked like for a bit.
It did look like that indeed, but at this point, you know, the wave pressure is something that they have to handle. It could be the end if Rain play it right indeed, because the wave pressure coming up from the top side, from the mid lane, not having the base turrets is going to be super crucial on how they push themselves back, because they have the lead now. Again, 3.5k, but they're already past the 60k mark. So if they're past the 60k mark, it doesn't really make a difference because everyone's going to be full build, you know, apart from the roamers. But at this point, do they really need the items? They just need to land their skills on point, because Kingsta has been doing that back and forth, 2-5-13. And oh my god, they get themselves with the traction pulse.
That was a crazy traction pull from Loloi, and now Mio half HP trying to regen back some HP back into her health pool, but you still have a lot of time since Loloi is marching onto the top side, and he's still taking a lot of time since he was stuck on that minion wave, so we have a lot of time to siege.
This is what we're looking for, right? From Rain, they're looking to slow down the Lord as much as possible, make sure all the waves are coming in sync to add the pressure up to Memento Mori. Sakamoto flickers forward with the concealed play, but he gets caught out, only catching Bloom as Joshi is trying to dish out the damage, but Bloom is going to be the first one to fall. Way to the back line, goes for the land shaker, the bravest fighter. They take down Uzin, as well at the same time Bloom is down and out, so the assassin is going to be down, and Mio can now play a brilliant game because no one's going to be able to catch him. 1-for-2 trade. Kingsta falls down as well. The assassin taken down for the price of the front line. And now you can see Rain might not be able to end because they have no one to try and make the play. They only have bombardment coming in from behind. But if Memento Mori are not careful with the use of their skills, they might just go down. Yuichi, Immortality's popped already. They get themselves a shutdown. Loloi in the mid lane. 4-3-14. Somebody stop this, Kimmy.
This is a Lord coming into the hands of Memento Mori in a couple of seconds that are ahead of us. 20 seconds for the Lord spawn. Lolo with Immortality locked in, as well as Slarky. Sakamoto's Immortality has been already used, so he swapped it out for something else. But it looks like they are trying to enter right now on this wave.
They're trying to force the occasion, right? They're really trying to brute force their way through the mid lane, but they understand that the Lord's going to be up in 3 seconds, and Yuichi not being present for another 30 means they can blitz this Lord. No Kingsta to target and try and open up the front lines as well. But Rain know that they really need to contest this because this neutral objective is something that they really need to keep up for themselves. Mio forced to use that Crimson Beacon, and now look at Sakamoto. He's trying to create this space, but job well done. From this out of Memento Mori, 25 minutes in, Warren. We're 25 minutes in for the first game of this best of 5 series. We have 2 for the rest of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, this is an absolutely entertaining game.
And this is a thing, right? Maybe in the beginning you could be questioning Memento's attendance on this tournament, but right now you cannot deny that what they are doing is that they are doing it great and they are playing so well, coming back into this game, coming into that late game, scaling up into this point when they are marching into the base of Rain.
They are marching in indeed. As you can see, Sakamoto leading that charge. He goes in with a concealed play, looking for the flicker. He's trying to get that big implosion and only buying time. But around they go in, Wade with the land shaker, bravest fighter combo, trying to show the damage, but their target is going to be the base crystal. One after another, they fall down. Bloom is the first one to fall, but the base crystal taken away by Memento Mori as Rain will have to bow down.
Oh my God. Rain bowing down in the first game. That's something I expected, but not in the first one. Not in the first one. I was like, all right, first one, let's see how will it roll out. And then I saw Rain, I saw the ref, and I was like, all right, early game based, mid game oriented. You're trying to close it out very soon, not let them scale up. And the early game was looking super well. It was looking super great. But then the mistakes happen. You kind of overstepped, or you overstayed. You got flickered on. Sakamoto with great engages. Those implosions connecting on the right targets, and suddenly, not even that Joshi on his signature pick, jumping around, doing those steel cables, it wasn't enough.
Guys, I'm really sorry.
Right.
I had
point,
a phone call,
like a fan.
business phone
like a
call,
that they were swatting
and
after the 15th minute.
I couldn't.
Because until that point, the Fanny was crucial. They were using and utilizing his Fanny well. They were utilizing their picks really well. But once it was past the 15th minute mark, that Fanny just like a fly, right? It's just like a house fly that you can swat in the entire time.
So yeah,
and
I'm back.
It's all thanks
here.
to the double
Ibrahim,
marksman
hello, bro.
composition that they've been going throughout. And
She's
this
sexy.
first
It's not
game
a girl,
shows that
it's
the marksman
business.
is going to be absolutely crucial. And at
It's
least
business
having
call.
2
about
definitely ensures that you
head
will
lights.
have a lot of damage on your side come late game. But hey, if you ask me, from what we've been seeing in the global meta as well, Warren, it is a 3 marksman lineup that has been dominating the entirety of the international stage. So I'm not sure if they're going to bring it up here, but if they do, sheesh, it's going to be a tough game, and it's going to be an exciting one indeed.
But the thing is, with 3 marksman lineup, your ideal one put in the jungle would be probably Jason Chin, but he was off the board since he was banned very early on. So in this draft, there wasn't really many options, but maybe in later games of this BO5, we could be seeing that. I think probably from the side of Rain. So that depends.
My wife is back finally. I
let it
power
slip
cuts
through, but
for
I
no
don't
reasons.
think they have reason to, right?
Power
Because
cuts?
this draft, I think they will try to run it back since
Your
it worked for
Wi-Fi,
them.
bro. I'm feeling.
Yeah, it should work out for
I
them.
have
It was really
problems with
difficult
my
at this point,
internet
but
too.
I think game number 1, Warren, I told you I was gonna warm up into it, bro. I told you that. But these
Bro,
guys don't
Memento
let that
Mori
happen
is
to them.
winning.
They just want to break down. They just
From
want a lot
losing
of
to
action,
win?
and that's what they showed us in this game. Indeed, in a best of 5, Memento Mori trying to pull off one game against Rain, and that's with that being the first game. You and I both are surprised indeed, but that only goes
Wait a
to
minute.
show
I don't
that,
know
yes,
Kronos
they
and
were doubted to make
Voronix,
it to the entirety
the
of
casters.
the
I
Swiss
don't know
stage.
them.
They
Do
were
you
in
guys know
doubt to
them?
make it to the entire tournament, but hey, at this point, they really are undeniable indeed.
Absolutely, and if you look at how they went through the tournament, how they went through the Swiss stage and so on, and beating Birthright later on, you can really see that something's in those players. There is something there about working under pressure, because they are put into those super tough circumstances, super tough opponents against them, and they are still able to pull it off.
They're able to pull it off. Indeed, you can see some of the highlights as well. The entire time it's been Bloom that's trying to make these plays. And of course, on the other side, Wade has been the one doing the same. But every time Wade goes in, they really bite the bullet, try and take him down. And after he's down and out, then it gives enough space for Sakamoto to make a play. And while you're taking care of Wade and Sakamoto, Loloy and Slarky are really dishing out free damage from behind, while Uzun just ignores the entirety of the composition of Rain and goes straight for Mio, who was pretty much the carry for the entire game.
Absolutely, Loloy and Slarky were doing great work. And Mio and Yuichi were unfortunately on the shorter side of the stick for this game. I mean, not for the most of the game. For the most of the game, they had the bigger stick. But in the end, Memento Mori, Loloy, and Slarky were able to outscale. So that's something that you could expect. The thing is, you weren't able to close it out. It came down to those Lord fights. It came down maybe to Lord that has been taken from their hands. We were questioning, or I was questioning especially. I was talking about how it wasn't really worth it since it was 3 towers but got a Lord. But maybe, well, in the end it worked out, so I guess it was the play.
It did indeed, and I was really looking at Bloom's play right there, right on the R lot, how he used the final slash and missed out completely. If you're friends of Bloom, make sure you clip that and send it to him. You know, you can make memes out of that as well. But at this point, it has been such a back and forth game, and this being the first game, they did not want to let go of the first one because it sets the tempo, it sets the pace for the entirety of this series. And you can see Sakamoto every single time they go and bite the bullet in terms of Wade. Sakamoto's there dishing out the damage, and when Sakamoto's there, they're leaving the entirety of the backline unchecked, being Loloy and Slarky. Here's a clear example where Loloy and Slarky are just free hitting the entire team, and they have no way to respond because a double marksman requires a lot of pressure and a lot of bursts to make sure they're not there to dish out the damage. And this is where they almost ended the game, but Slarky didn't have any sort of frontliner. And then again, Rain tried to make a pull off a comeback, but after that, they just couldn't burst them down. And once that was done, Memento Mori marched their way into the base with the Lord and just completely demolished Rain.
Using absolute walk-up in those late game fights where his Lancelot was doing extra shifts, he was doing extra work, and in his hands it looked absolutely completely different to what we saw yesterday, because yesterday his lance was, I believe, something like 0506. It wasn't really going his way, but with this Lancelot locked in, he was like, alright guys, yesterday wasn't my best day, but today I'm gonna bring the pain, and he brought the
I
pain.
think
Even though this score, I think, is
Team
not
Reign
giving him justice, because 6-7-4
end the game.
doesn't really look like he is the main carry.
It-
You probably are looking at Slarky or
faster.
Noloy, but he was doing so much
Earlier.
work done, picking off the right targets, forcing Flakers out, and making the job so much easier for Sakamoto and Wade to engage onto them.
Yep, agreed.
Bruno MVP, yeah?
Absolutely rightly said, Warren. And I
Or
think
Kimi.
that just shows that Memento Mori belong in the top 4 of this entire
MVP?
tournament. And that is the EMC with a €4,000 prize pool. Man, this is where the best of the best battle it out. Because, hey, if you're not here, then you can't really say you're one of the top teams of Europe, can you? Nor one of the top players. Because, yes, there is a big difference in showing up and just being there. Because here, Memento Mori, they didn't just register, they definitely showed up.
They showed up indeed, and it has been a gorgeous journey, and I'm hoping for their part that it will not be ending as BO5. But let's talk about the second game that's in front of us, right? That second game, I think you said the first one was very important because it sets the whole tempo of the full BO5, but I am feeling like this second game could either make it or break it, because either we will be looking at 1-1 because it will bounce back into the hands of Rain, and then you both are one game off the match point. But if Memento Mori are able somehow to secure the second one, then Rain are with their backs against a wall, and they need to win 3 back-to-back games, and that's going to be such a horror story.
Hey. Let me tell you something about Rain and the lineup that they have, Warren. It is a horror story indeed, but they've done it before. They have done it before. Not once, but twice. They've done it before twice.
Hunt.
Coming down from a 2-0 or 3-0 or 3-1 and just taking the series from then on out. They've done it
careful
off
with
the
Snake.
back of Joshi, off the back of Mr. Death. They've done it on
Lux,
the back
how was
of
your day?
Kingsta.
Clint, how was your
Again,
day? Where is
Kingsta's such
Lucifer?
a versatile player. He can play in any given position that the team slots him in. And right now he has been rocking the wrong position for the better part of a year.
Game
And
number
he has been
2.
proven to everyone why he is so as well. At this point, Memento Mori really need to look at taking this game
NNT.
away, because then it'll be match point in their favor.
When
So
did
yes,
the
you're
stream
absolutely
start?
right. This next game is gonna be make it or break it.
36
But
minutes
will
ago.
Rain stop them in their tracks and just be
Nothing
like, hey,
special, I hate
game
all.
number 1, mistake. We underestimated them.
Don't
Shake
waste
it off,
energy to
and
hate
then move on to the next
anything.
one. Or will it be the same story and Memento Mori be like, hey,
It's
you're
better
underestimating us, and
to
we will walk you through. We're
enjoy
just
the
gonna
best.
train wreck you the entire time. We're gonna find out as we're
The
already in the draft
best
phase.
positives side.
I mean, underestimation
Of
could be a big
the
part.
live.
Coming from the
NNT,
first
I
game,
just
but
want
as
to
we
tell
have
you
said,
that
no
I'm
more
watching
underestimating
European
anymore,
tournament.
even if it was
This
there,
is
because
Search
right
Europe
now you are looking at 0-1 score.
tournament.
And
It's
you
official
need
tournament
to push
for
back,
Europe.
You need to get back into
The
the series.
first
Still, of course, you kind of
tournament
could
ever
be
for MLBB.
coming back even from a
If
higher
you
deficit
want,
0-2, still
and
could
if
be
you don't
playable. As
mind,
we
you
said,
can-
this team has done it before. They could be the ones that are able to withstand these
can
super tough situations.
subscribe
but
to
really,
their channel.
You don't want to make it so hard for
That's
yourself.
their channel.
So you
So
want for the best
you
outcome
help
to happen,
me and
to come back
them
right
because
now. Put it 1-1 and relax a little bit. At least
tomorrow
for-
is the
for a
final of
second.
this
Look at what
tournament,
they did.
and
They respected
They
that
will
pick of the
sponsor-
Bruno, right? That is ultimate respect coming in.
they will
First
sponsor
ban,
one
take
giveaway.
out that Bruno. We don't want to deal with him
They will sponsor
whatsoever.
giveaway
And of
for
course, the
my
Boxer comes
channel.
in, and I'm thinking it's gonna be the Farsa
So, yeah.
up next as well in
Dottie,
terms
do you
of
want
the
to
bans,
join the
or
voice
maybe
chat?
the Zetian. They're trying to see which one's gonna be the one out of the two. Maybe leave the Farsa open so you can give it in the hands of Mio, but he looks so comfortable on the Jushin. And they take out the Kimi. So the possibility of the double marksman is completely off the picture, and Rain are looking to double down on any chance that they have in terms of victory. As you can see on the other side, Memento Mori take away that
I'm not
Jushin
able
that
to right
Mio
now.
has been playing to almost
Sorry,
utmost
brother, it's okay.
perfection.
Tomorrow,
And now with that
tomorrow is the
loss,
final.
Mio doesn't have a
By the
100%
way.
win rate on the Jushin anymore.
Oh, what a loss indeed, but I think
Jack
he will
Hansel,
be making his things
welcome
better
to the
with
stream.
Zetian.
What's
Picked
up?
Zetian.
how are you,
Looks
man?
super interesting. I absolutely love her since I saw her debut
Apakabar?
in competitive. My first time seeing her was right here on under Search. Very interesting hero.
I won't
Love
miss
her
it.
range.
Hey,
She
I will be
has
here.
shown her power, especially against
Will be
Forza,
interesting.
because many times we saw her outmatch Forza, which was super interesting
I
to
hate
see.
Jahan.
And we will see right now, if
Why says
Farsa
ban?
will be the answer
Good.
towards Zetian, because probably she is one of the heroes who can
Matilda.
outrange her, or at least match her range. But right now, it won't be a Zetian, it won't be a Farsa lock-in. Right now, it's Phivos and Matilda. Phivos and Matilda combo, I absolutely love it, since Phivos can go super deep, and Matilda can always pull him back up.
Hey man, I'm telling you, that's
No,
your two favorite heroes, one on top of the other. Phoveus as well as Uranus. Phoveus is, you're right, he definitely can get in as deep as possible in terms of being in a team fight. But here, they get their hands on a 1-1. And 1-1 against the Phoveus, this is 9 out of 10 times I would say a Phoveus would come out on top. But that 10th time does come down to individual brilliance and individual skill. If Yuichi's able to land those marks right, unlock the crossbow of Tang, it's gonna be all hell for the side of Memento Mori. But if not, man, I'm telling you, this Wade is gonna have an absolutely great game on this Phoveus.
We saw many times Van being the band priority, at least yesterday and the days before that. So now she slipping through is pretty interesting, and what will be even more interesting is how Memento Mori will approach it. They are approaching it with Retail, which should be outranging her, should be outmaneuvering her, but the problem is that if Van gets those stacks, and if she's able to pull it off, then you cannot target her anymore, and she will be destroying anyone who is near.
Yeah, I think here, if you look at the lineup a little more closely, they're countering their lineup entirely, right? The 1-1's not going to have a good time against the Phoveus. They really made their bed with it. But on the other side, they pick up the Irithel, which is again a counter to the 1-1 in the laning phase. So 1-1's really not having any sort of breathing room when it comes to the laning phase, nor when it comes to team fights. So rotations
by the way, this
are
is European tournament.
crucial when it comes to this.
This
So the
is
jungle position
tournament
in the side
organized
of
by
Ren is going to be
Search Europe.
really important on how they
I
make
know
it work.
will be
And here you can see they double down on
strange,
taking away
but
any
if
sort
you
of
can,
mid laners from the side of
you can
Memento Mori
subscribe to
as
them.
they take out the Farsa, and that along with that a Selena,
their
which is
YouTube
again
channel,
a
their-
pocket pick from the side of Memento Mori.
Look.
But here the jungler's being taken out, the Julian and the Hayabusa. And I know
That's
we've seen
their
it before,
channel.
but you think we're gonna see
Let's support them. I know it's European,
are we gonna
thing.
see a Gushin coming out from the side of Memento Mori?
but look,
Gashin,
it will be better if we support
could be using Gashin. I
community
heard
around the
some
world,
rumors about it being
because
played in Philippines. I heard about it being a thing on scrims.
only Asia is
over
not
there.
good.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, maybe you
Subscribe
could tell
me.
me
Yeah,
a little
subscribe
bit
for
more
Lin
about that,
too.
Chronos. I believe he is slipping into the meta.
So he got a slight bit of a damage buff, right? Along with the damage buff, he also got cooldowns in the second skill, and then they've kind of extended his range of the second dash, or rather they're not extended his range, they made it faster. So when you use the ultimate, the incandescence, you have a dash after you use the ultimate. They've made the speed of the dash a little faster. That is enough to try and bring him into the meta, not in terms of a staple pick, but definitely a pocket pick, as he is always known as one shot against the backline, right? He definitely has the damage to one shot the backline, regardless of the fact that you have an Athena shield, a Radiant armor, a Rose Gold Meteor. You probably
I
need
haven't
all three to
opened my
try
game
and
in
stop
2
him
months,
if you're
really?
squishy like a 1-1. And once he gets that
problem.
skill down, hey, he
At
just has
least
to run
you're
away. He is the
supporting me
definition of an
and
assassin.
Search Europe.
So Gushin in this
And
case
tomorrow
looks
is the
nice,
final of the
against the 1-1,
tournament.
but against a Zetian,
Search
you
Europe
really want
will
to pop that passive
sponsor
and then
one
use
giveaway
that,
for my
blade.
channel.
So at this point,
if you are able
it
to
looks
join,
like a Gushin might
will
be
be
a
great.
double-edged
You
sword
have a
if
chance to
Memento
win.
Mori pick it up. But knowing that they've played it before, and knowing that they've performed well with it, not just try and make it work, they made it work really well. I don't see why they can't go for it now.
But the thing is, if you are looking at the bans right now at this specific moment, I think there was a Lancelot pickup with these same bans, or was he the last one? I cannot recall right now. But under similar bans, there was a Lancelot pickup, so he could be thinking about it. Of course, don't know how well he would match up compared to Gashin into this matchup. But right now you have a very divey composition with Matilda, with Phivos, Retail sniping it all, so could be working in your favor, even in the case of Lancelot. Of course, then you're kind of lacking in that frontline department since you're already picking up Matilda. So if it will be all on Phivos, it will be really tough to survive the onslaught.
Wait,
that
guys,
will be
you're
coming
playing
from
together
Zetian, that
every
will be
day
coming- Oh, it's a
without
Lancelot. I knew it.
without lagging?
I had a
Once again.
psychic connection to use and
Once again.
using can you pick that lance once more? I think
Selena,
viewers will
Farsa
love
Bomb.
it. And he was like, all right, Warren,
Team
just
Memento
for you, my
needs
man. And
a
here we
mage.
have it. Here we have it. Lance 18th
I
pickup
think-
of Lance on here on EMC. And here we go.
Akai
Man, I'm
and
telling you, they
CC.
heard you and they said like, okay, we can pick up the Lancelot indeed. But hey, look at that.
Interesting.
They get themselves a CC, which is basically a natural counter to the Phoveus in the lane. And along with that, they get themselves the Akai to try and disrupt this team fight with the heavy
Black's
spin.
flagging.
And it's going to be
This
crucial
one's
on the
safe.
timings of when he uses it, because this Akai might be the difference maker when it comes to taking away objectives against a Lancelot. But then again, a Lancelot has these iframes that definitely help him to immune so many of these skills, and he's doing it so well. But here, no way. Talk about a love story, man. This is
Interesting.
Lancelot and Odette in the big stage together.
Interesting.
Nonetheless, so the swan song
Odette
is something
once.
that Odette would love to dance to, as long as Lancelot is around, puncturing his way to dish out the damage. This is a great time to watch Mobile Legends bang bang indeed. Warren, what are you thinking of the draft? I am loving it.
All right, what a lovely surprise. That was your phrase from you. Odette will be first time for me watching her in competitive. I think she was a little bit out of meta lately, so this comes of a little bit of a surprise. Maybe you can weave me and viewers in onto the inside. How well can this work with the composition that's on the hands of
Once Odette.
All right, listen up. The Odette got a slight bit of buff. I've been telling this to my friends, right? I've been
Once
telling my
Odette.
girlfriend as well. Hey, you gotta play Odette. This is a great pick right
Interesting.
now. It's a great pocket pick just because of the fact that you
Let's
increase
see.
the speed of the second skill that tries to root the opponents in place. And of course, you have the ultimate, the Swan Song, which has an absolute AoE. It's complete AoE damage. And with the passive stacked up, you definitely have
Akai jungle
enough damage dished out for an assassin to try and
versus
clean up shop.
Swans.
And at this point, that assassin being a Lancelot, definitely
That
gonna
will be
make
hard.
it easy for the rest of the team to try and poke them down. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are midway through the competitive year, and this is where teams solidify
They're playing
their
for late
spot
game.
amongst the elite or fall behind. It's definitely gonna be a difficult one for both these teams, because Memento Mori are looking to stake their claim, because Rain have a history, they have a legacy, and it's gonna be a history and legacy versus the hunger of Memento Mori that they're looking to take away game number 2 as well.
But Mio is the one leading the charge in mid
Akai
lane.
jungle
He
is
was
too
able to poke
valid,
out
yeah.
Sakamoto. Look at his health bar, basically gone, and Lolo is same
But
thing
this
can be
is-
said
this
for
is not
him.
a
Because
normal rank
Mio has mid
These
lane
teams,
kingdom right now, and doesn't matter
They
if
have
he's on
strategy.
Juxin or
It's
Zetian.
not
His
just
pokes are on
random
point.
5Q.
His pokes are definitely on point. Mio
So,
having the Zetian, having
they
the
have a
extended
plan,
range to
for
try
real.
and dish out the damage is going to
For
be
sure.
crucial. You can see the Thorn Rose coming out
Let's
as well
see.
to dish out the damage, making sure Mio's having a hard time. The passive just pushing him back at the same time. That's on 120 seconds, if I'm not wrong, where that is not going to be active. That's about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. So it is going to be
It should
crucial.
last until the first Lord. I mean, until the first turtle.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty crucial. That's pretty crucial.
Absolutely. And I think Uzin's going to be looking to take away that. But here goes to the Phantom Execution, and that's first blood with the Thorn Rose onto Bloom right at the edge.
Once.
And this is super insane because Wade will have his lane easier from now on since Yuzin picked up this skill, and this means Bloom will be losing out on some XP and gold on this top side, and especially right now as the turtle is spawning. Wade level 4, and look at Bloom, he is nowhere near his level 4 yet.
He definitely is nowhere near, and right now you can see Slarky is having a hard time, even though going against a 1-1, but still denying that gold cannon, which makes sure Yuichi has to eat some damage. So individually, they're having a great time. Inspire already used on the bot side, but here the turtle being started. 3 versus 3. Joshi going back to try and get his buff. Make that a 4v3 right now. At this point, Wade looking to go for the Infernal Pursuit. Uzin goes in with a puncture. Sakamoto dashes in. Wade goes through as well. Bloom is going to be the target. One after the other. AOG connects. It tries to cast him off guard. Uzin gets caught out. Bloom goes down. And with the help of the Swan Song, they're able to get that turtle. Make that 2 and 3. That's
Jesus
a double kill in the
Christ.
hands of Wade. And this is why we love the Phoveus and Team
They
fights.
melted Akai, bro.
And Bloom falls further behind, and if you wouldn't tell me which team is where and you would hide the names, I would be expecting coming into this series, coming into the second game, that Rain are in the favor of this goal lead, that they are ahead, that they have those 5 kills, but no, it's Memento Mori, and it looks like they are going straight for the throat.
Yes, you're right.
Husky!
Absolutely, Warren. 'Cause
Welcome
if you
to the
blinded
stream,
the
man.
names
How
of
are
these
you?
players, everyone will be looking at Momentum Mori and saying, this is definitely Rain. The way that they're dishing out the damage, the way that they're moving in sync, completely changing the pace of the game. You can see Kingston tried to go through and try to get something down, but with the help of the guiding wind, Slarky just being an absolute monster. And now Rain really need to go back to the, you know, they need to go back to the thinking zone. They need to go back to the man cave and think about what is really causing them problems, because now they're in the fight, they're in the game. Almost 4 minutes in, they need to find answers, otherwise they might end up losing this one as well.
It looks like they could be losing this one as well if nothing changes, because if right now looking at their combo, there's another action happening as Akai moves in.
They go in with the crossbow of Tang unlocked. They get themselves 1 kill and make that another. Sakamoto tries to make it a harm's way.
Wow,
but
wow,
Yuichi
wow,
eats too
one
much
shot.
damage and still is there, but you can
Jeez.
see the Phantom Execution. He comes through,
Uh-oh.
tries to take him out one at a time, but the swan song, man, the damage coming out was way too
Holy
much. Saving
shit,
Prince
so
Charming.
close.
Laloy still dishing out so much damage, but
Holy
Yuichi
shit.
looking to pick up the pieces as he gets himself 1 kill and
What a
finally
bro
on the
mode
board.
here.
But look at the kill
Zero,
score.
hello.
It's 7-3. Make that 8 because they forced the flicker out of
Your
Mio.
Alucard
And with
is
a
like
heavy
Uranus,
crossbow
like
taking him down.
survivability, really?
And Memento Mori making a
That's
statement
great.
against one of the top
Push with
contenders
Alucard then.
of the
Push.
entire EMC.
As New Turtle spawns onto the map, Joshi had a beautiful hard spin into the wall, using got destroyed next to that wall. Couldn't really move, couldn't really do anything, but right now, New Turtle on the map, and still Memento Mori are in the lead, and the stronger
Memento
team
Mori is-
coming onto this
Is
one.
leading
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely is, and I think the Celestial Empress not able to reign
Second turtle for
supreme
them.
in this game, at least for the first 5 minutes.
They're
'Cause
going
Memento
for
Mori are
Kirito.
moving like a unit, and you can see Kingsta going absolutely aggressive, knowing that they need an opening, they need some sort of advantage. And here comes the circling eagle, but the heavy spin is there. But Laloy with the swan song flickers and catches Mio off guard. Odette is just definitely putting on a show for everyone to see. Crossbow of Tang is unlocked and finally gets 1 kill. Try and make that 2. Sakamoto survives not for long. Laloy versus Yuichi, but that is a triple in the hands of this pocket pick Odette. And oh my god, how
We
are
won a
they
match,
making
19 out
it
kills
work?
and 36 there. Really?
And as bad as the game
That's
start
great.
looked for Laloy, look at him now, 4-1-5. He's leading the charge. He missed only 2 kills that happened somewhere else, but
Very
other than
strong.
that, he was there. He saw it all. He did
Early
it
game
all,
for
and
Memento
he
Mori.
is carrying his team.
He definitely is, and I don't think Rain were expecting this, right, whatsoever, because definitely caught them off guard. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not
What's wrong
a
with
single,
Team
not a double elimination. This is a single elimination indeed. So at this point,
They're,
there is
like,
no safety
confused.
net whatsoever. These teams need to come out with a victory. And looking at the way that Memento Mori are moving, looks like they
Yeah, I
might
think
get
the
this one
blue
as well.
side
Uzen gets pulled back by the armament, and now
is
with the
relying
swan song and the
on late
puncture,
game.
along with a Phantom Execution, they get another kill, and Bloom is completely nullified. 0-3-0 on a CC. When was the last time you saw that, Warren?
But bro, we have Odette and Lance.
The last time I saw that, I believe it was in some Czech qualifiers that we had over here, but here, usually on that super high level of competition, you mostly do not see that, because you are most of the time going by the numbers. Let's go, they go in.
Wade, man, and look at Mio now getting targeted down. Fury of the Phoenix comes out, catches them in place as he was overextending. Slarky bites the dust, 1-3-2, but he's not been the focal point. The focal point should be Laloy, because this Odette is in the back line, sitting pretty, singing that song, and making sure the damage is dished out as it comes through once again with a circle eagle. AOG catches them, gets himself the hands on the
for the
turtle,
enemy.
and now with the help of the rest of the
Joshi.
team, they're dishing out the damage, and Kingsta has to run away with his tails tucked between his legs as they're looking to take him down with a thorn rose, and they get that kill indeed. Bloom is there, but cannot really do anything. Yuishi comes forward, has to swallow, wants to unlock the crossbow of Tang, and does unlock it indeed, but doesn't have the ultimate to use it whatsoever.
Matilda is a game changer. Look at this saves.
The composition of Memento Mori.
She's protecting the whole team.
I was talking about how not tanky
I don't
they
know
really are,
what is
and that they do not have enough frontline. But look at them, how they are rolling into those fights. When you always start, when you are always ahead, and they are always going first and engaging those fights first,
they have
and
two
not letting
tanky
your
heroes.
opponents have a breath.
The jungler and the roamer, and they're relying on one for late game. I think that's their strategy.
If they are dead, they cannot do damage.
But the early game is.
And that's the part where Fury
The early game is very bad for them. I don't know.
Mio not being present is
counter
absolutely
Matilda
crucial. They
and
do not have any form of magic damage that will help out, because Kingsta is only a tank, is looking so low, gets taken out by Slarky, and now they turn their attention to the mid lane tier 1, and slowly you can see the domination coming out. They're recalling in their faces. Talk about the ultimate disrespect, and this is a team that have won critical ops before many times, and now they're looking to take them down one after another, and Uzin
look at this
onto the side of Rain as they're moving together like a unit, and Memento Mori are making a statement and taunting the entire team of Rain.
What a statement. Memento Mori almost getting into the tournament, and right now look at them. They look like they will be
I really don't know if they have some coaches.
At least in this series right
or this
now
is
could be
completely
moving into that
their
part
own
where they would be
draft like
on
that.
match point against Rain, one of the strongest teams right here.
Because the draft is the half of the game
actually. Kingston not able to cast him. You can see the crossbow of Tang's unlocked, and they get themselves out of there, but he will bite the dust. Uzin has been taken down, but the important part is no crossbow of Tang and no heavy spin, and that is crucial.
On Bloom.
Yeah, now Kingsta goes in as well. You can see Bloom is getting on top of Loloy. Will he be able to dish out the damage? Fury with the Phoenix comes out, catches them in place, but there's the Swan Song. AOG trying to create the separation and cancel it out. Loloy flickers out of harm's way, but Slarky has enough damage. He's making sure that everyone runs away. Wade comes through, but now Slarky gets caught off position and gets taken down.
One wrong step.
Find their opening
One
and turn their
wrong
attention
step
into the
forward,
turtle,
and she was
despite a 4K deficit in goal.
Only one wrong step.
Talking about Cassacres, we saw it happen right in live action. Memento Mori going strong into this game, and as we are speaking about them maybe making it 2-0 as a state of this series, they fumble their boots, they strap their shoes together, and they fall on their own legs.
Absolutely, they just shot themselves in the foot right there. They had the advantage, they had everything that they needed to make it work, and then I think those recalls just got into their head a little bit, knowing that, hey guys, this is not game number 5, or this is not a 3-0. You still need 2 victories to try and make it out on top, and you do not have a lot of advantage to play with. It's only 3.5k right now, and not having the Lord definitely is a bummer for them, because here Rain might utilize this and turn it into a complete advantage, because they're looking to go for the jugular.
And RoG
catches them, 3 of them off place, and you can see one after another. They fall down. Heavy spin in place as well. Wade, Slarky, and Sakamoto caught together, and Kingsta found the opening and made it work. Along with that, not just that, using the revitalize, but here they cancel out the Swan Song winner crown for what? Because he gets shut down indeed in the hands of Yuichi, and that is the one that needs the most goal. They still have all 5 standing, and Uzin the only one left for the side of Memento Mori. Thank God they definitely have the holy defense. Otherwise, it could have been a straight march to their base.
Could have been, but using is there. Sakamoto response. Slarky will be moving right onto the land of Dawn. Back in action. Wait. Right back here. But Bloom, look at Bloom. He was 0-3, I believe, for the most of the game, for the majority of the game. But right now, 2-3-3. He is back. And the work he has done against Loy, I think that really set the stones moving in their favor. It kind of moved the game back into their hands as Loloy got caught. And Bloom dished out so much damage, even though in super high goal deficit.
Definitely, it's this high goal deficit, even though it's there on their side. Loloy needs to be in the team fight, right? He needs to be together with the rest of his team. Only then will he be able to make a difference. You can see right now they go for that as well. AOG comes through. Bloom trying to show the damage, but they get caught with Loloy off position and now taken down. That is their damage dealer. Loloy off position twice, not just one single time, and that being a big difference maker. And now Rain understand the assignment and know whom to catch off guard. And you can see that 3.5k that we were talking about, only 500 at this point, almost negligible. And Rain are looking to turn this around, coming back from a deficit, and they might just be able to do so.
It's absolutely crazy watching it happen right in front of our eyes. Slarky could be in trouble alone, might be baiting for Bloom. He gets pulled away by Sakamoto. But this heavy spin AOG combination is just so deadly, and all the time that you are seeing Bloom is just swishing and swooshing with his yo-yo and just dishing out so much damage. I believe that then we will be looking at the end screen, at the damage graphs. Bloom will be up there.
Definitely gonna be up there, and that's the job what the CC needs to do, right? Just dish out the damage, create the separation, and look at single target someone down with that curtain call and that yo-yo blitz. But at this point, Uzin starting up the Lord, and you can see Bloom again just making sure he stacks himself up with a performance delight and making sure you can create the separation. Wade trying to go in with an Inferno Pursuit as well. Lord taking out a half HP. It's been reset, and Slarky having the blue buff on him is trying to dish out a lot of damage. Again, look at the space that Bloom is creating for the rest of the team. They're using this Lord as bait, trying to find out where Uzin is so they can make something happen.
But Bloom is getting chanked a little bit. That could be detrimental to this team. If I look at his HP, he's already half HP gone. That could be pretty deadly if Memento take the fight.
Yeah, but look at Bloom. He's able to maneuver himself and use the stacks of the War Axe as well as the Spell Vamp to try and get back his HP. But now Sakamoto trying to scout out the bushes, and it's been a long, dragged-out Lord dance. It's still 20,000 HP, and now finally Memento Mori have control of the Turtle and the Lord Pit. And here comes the Circle Eagle trying to get it. And with the Fury of the Phoenix, they actually catch him off guard, and that is one down. And Loloy trying to show the damage, but the AOG catching them as well as Uzin makes it out with the Thorn Rose. And at this point, they catch them and take him down. And the Lord is already on the side of Memento Mori, marching down mid lane, and Rain again fumble the entirety of that fight.
Chronos, let me ask you a question. Is it scripted? Because first game, Rain were in the lead the whole game, then they fumbled the bag and Memento Mori came back on top and they won the first one. But now Memento Mori were in control the whole game and they then fumbled the bag, and Rain are back in control. What is happening right now? I'm feeling like I'm seeing double.
I'm telling you, man, this is scripted. You didn't get the memo? I got the email just today. You didn't get it?
No.
Oh man,
it might be in spam.
I'm telling you, Serge, you guys have to check. You guys have to send Warren the emails, or was I not supposed to tell him? But hey, this definitely feels like it's scripted indeed, because Memento Mori back and forth the entire time. Game number 1 went past 25 minutes, and now we're at the 15-minute mark for game number 2. So, Bloom, oh my god, he actually gets taken down. Even with the help of the Fury of the Phoenix, he popped the Vengeance at the very last second. I'm not really sure if he was overestimating his tankiness or underestimating the damage that came out from Slarky, but that definitely was a big problem for their side. And now they catch Uzin off guard. He has the Thorn Rose, and Phantom Execution makes it on harm's way, but the Swan Song dishing out the damage to Yuichi. But here comes a heavy spin. Joshi trying to make it on harm's way. Slarky is there to try and kill out Kingston. Yes, he takes him down indeed. 2 down and out. GG. And this is the opening that they're looking for. They have a full set of minion waves coming through. They take away the inhibitor in the mid lane. And now looking to take away the base crystal. They go to the back line with a Circle Eagle. 1 minion left standing. It could be enough, but they don't have it. They get the clear down. And here's another set coming through. And they're looking to end it all as they take away game number 2 as well. And cause it a 2-0 and a big upset.
Who promoted? What?
What is going on here? How did they make it? They denied the fate because as we are speaking about it, is it scripted? Like, will they fumble the bag? No, they didn't. They just felt on their face for a little bit, but then they washed They watched
I
it
really
all
like
the way, and then
the
they
whole
stand
thing,
up
the whole
and come
tournament,
back
because
into the fight,
it's very
and they
professional.
delivered
Like
2-0 into this series, 2-0 in this BO5 against RoG, against the
for
favorites
European
of this tournament, against the
it's the best.
supposedly stronger team, against Paperwise, the dominant team. Right now, Memento Mori on match
Now
point
Memento
against
Mori
them. Will they
got
close
some
it
match
out
point, yeah.
3-0, Chronos?
Man, I'm telling you,
crazy.
I got the script, but I didn't know. I don't know if you got it or not, so I'm not gonna say it.
What the hell?
It's just the way that
He got the
Memento Mori have been
script?
playing. They are oozing confidence right now. You
Tejuro,
can
ask me.
feel the aura. These guys, when they did those recalls, they were aura farming against Rain, a top team that has been there
Tanvir,
with
hello.
these top players time and
Rose
again.
go bot and it's gonna be
I
better, they
think
say
at
it.
this point it's
Why?
looking grim against the
So
Grim
I
Reaper
was
himself.
were pushing 1 versus 5 on
I mean,
tower.
maybe he
I
shouldn't have changed his
initiate
name.
every
Maybe
time,
he kept
but
I know.
he
no
had the aura.
teammate
But I think
helped
his
me.
opponents didn't
If
get
I
the memo. I
farm,
think they
camp
forgot it's Mr. Death. I think they are like, alright, it's
me what
Yoichi.
to
Like,
do.
who is that guy?
I agree, right? At this point, I feel like the opponent, that name might have been some sort of a significance. but
Even
at this
if
point,
you're
could
over
have
farmed,
changed, could it not?
it's not a good
But for a
idea to
fact,
go
it's
1
sure
versus 5
that this
alone
game, that Momentum Mori
without your
have
team.
displayed
At least
the utter
wait
domination
for
from skill.
some
And even
engage,
though they were
wait for
behind,
some team
the
fight.
confidence that is
Wait
coming through from their
for your
side is just
teammates
absolutely
to
insane. And knowing that
fight
they have
with the
pocket
enemy,
picks,
and then you
they
can
have
join,
a Lancelot, they have an
because
Odette, they have the Gushin.
I don't know,
Let's not
it's not a
forget
good
the
idea
Selena
to
that they
fight
rocked in the Swiss
1
stages
versus
and the
5.
qualifiers as well. I'm telling you, this team is a bag
won
of
the
tricks,
match,
and
you
they
won,
will keep
but
playing their cards at the right
I
time
mean the
unless they
strategy
have
and
everything to show. Because
theory,
at this point, if
the
nobody's
theory
got them
about that,
figured
it's
out,
not
they might just be
good.
the big wild card.
So just
And the
try
Cinderella
to
story run that
not
might just take them and
try
take
to
the
avoid 1
entire
versus 5.
competition by surprise.
In the backstage, right before this match started, we were
But they
talking
get
about how
Granger,
Kristiyan is
so
super
what?
flexible, how much he can bring to the
So
table,
what?
how he can play all those
It
play
doesn't matter what they
But
have.
look at
1 versus
Sakamoto.
5 is
I
stupid.
think he
So
got coached.
just try to
I think he either got coached
try
by
for
him or
try
he,
to wait
he
for your
stole
tank,
his powers.
or
Because right now Sakamoto, Tigreal first game, great
for your
engages,
explainer
great
or something
implosions,
to
and right
engage
now
a team
Matilda,
fight,
he is
because
looking well at home.
if the
He
enemy is
smurfing on that
using
Matilda.
their
I
skills
agree. He definitely
on your
looks
team,
like he's
then
smurfing,
it's
and you can see
a
Loloy's
green light
positioning,
for
man.
you
He's so
fight,
good, and even after a while,
know?
Joshi didn't really know what to do. He tried and cancel out the Swan Song from Loloy, but knowing that he didn't have a knockup whatsoever, couldn't really do it with the heavy spin. So the usage of the Swan Song came out absolutely on time when they used that heavy spin. And another thing is the fact that the Fury of the Phoenix used by Mio still does not cancel out the Swan Song, because it is not a knockup skill, neither is it a transformation, or neither is it a suppression. So this Swan Song is a big wild card that could be used at any given point, and knowing that Loloy picked it up, and that's why you could see 7 minutes 30 seconds of the game, his KD was 6-1-5. And this is the opening that gave them the chance to come back, and that not being utilized to the utmost need is what kind of made Rain fumble the bag a little bit here.
I mean, they kind of made it hard for themselves, right? If you look at composition of Memento Mori, the only thing they really need to worry about is if Loloy gets CC'd up from that Swan Song, then they will be lacking a lot of damage. But other than that, Sarki can just dip, dive, and dodge around the fight, just be dancing around. Wade will go in, and that's all you got. Sakamoto can pull anyone out of the fight if it gets too hairy. But for the side of Rain, you made this super specific comp where you need that hard spin paired up with AOG, paired up with Bloom, just dishing out his damage through yo-yos, and that's how you need to play every fight if you want to succeed. And we saw when it worked out, when it clicked together, it was working super well, but when it didn't, the downfall of that was just horrendous.
The downfall is for Rain is looking horrendous at this point. But if you ask me, right, Warren, I think all the negatives aside, we know this is a series that can go all the way, right? This is a series that could go for all 5 games. And I think the change has to come from their side in the draft when it comes to the hero pool for Kingsta, right? People are going to be like, oh, Kronos is crazy. What is he saying? He doesn't know what he's talking about. We want Joshi to be on his favorite hero. Give him the Julian. Give him the Alpha. Yes, you're right. But let's not forget, Kingsta is the one that's setting the pace for the game. And Kingsta is so much better when he's playing a single target pickoff. Right? He is so much better when he's playing a single target pickoff hero in the form of a Cho. Nonetheless, that is a hero that we've not seen him use for quite some time. And I think if you give him a single target pickoff, let alone the Cho, give him the Matilda, give him heroes that he can utilize and separate the competition from, and even try and help his team. Right? Give him an Angela for all it matters. Because as long as he has enough help to try and help out the team, it'll definitely work out. Because yes, you are giving him heroes that should go in, be in the face of the opposition, which is absolutely great, but not giving him enough maneuverability where he can utilize his skills, where he can utilize his micro prowess and try and outplay the opposition. That is where they're trying to lose out on, because he is a versatile player with different hero pools, with different roles he's played before. So giving him something that he can outplay the opponent by himself will be a big boost to their lineup and the way that they approach the game plan.
Oh, absolutely. I would love myself some Kingsta Cho. I would love myself some Kingsta Kalia. I would love myself even some Kingsta Khalid. Something like that, where you can be flashy, where you can be aggressive, where you can be making those outplays happen. I feel like Kingsta was kind of locked up
their YouTube channel.
Gato duty, where was doing
they are sponsoring
a lot of those. I
one giveaway
a lot of
for my channel. Tomorrow is the final of the tournament.
But I really feel like that
they will sponsor one giveaway
if you put in his hands something
for my viewers,
can
so
use this micro,
subscribe,
he
join
has
the stream tomorrow, the watch party, and you can win some skin.
Way to come back.
Who knows?
From this deficit right
but
now.
To be honest, if you win, the people will say
3-0 from
it's a
Mori
scam.
No one
because I know you
on their bingo card
from the real life,
now,
and
Rain
it's
need
not
to lock in.
would be not fair, but I will try to
Show
make it
or
fair.
Something spicy like that could be the way.
You're right. I completely forgot about the Kalea as well. The Kalea is a great
This is the
pick.
third game,
Again,
this
you
is
can play aggressive, you have enough heal, you can try and pick
match
up the
point
opposition.
for Memento
Mori. I feel like they're kind of going wrong with the fact that they don't have a single target pickup. And that will be a slight bit of a change that they might need to look at. But then again, it's not up to us to decide the drafts. It's, of course, up to the teams to see how they will go through with it, as Rain once again go for the first pick, go for the blue side, and we're seeing a ban of the Bruno come through again.
And the thing is, Rain were on the blue side right from the beginning. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Memento were always on the red side. So that means Rain, both of the times they lost, they doubled down and they chose blue side. 2 times in a row, basically 3 times in a row, they have it. So there must be something about the blue side. But right now, I'm not really seeing it, because first game, alright, there could have been something because they were winning for the most of the game. But then they unfortunately lost. But the second game, Memento were really the ones having the reins over the game.
Europe
they were holding it very steadily.
Great job with the casters.
Yesterday we had Zero. Basically, the script flipped as we talked about it.
Zero, bro.
So I don't know what they are looking for in the blue side. They
2 days ago we had
spicy
Gita Eiko from USA.
My mind about the blue side.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. I think they
but
are
every
going for the
caster
blue
is
side
doing
time
great
again.
job,
At
to
this
be
point,
honest.
if you ask me, I would have been like, hey, okay,
like I said
let's
yesterday,
try the red side. We've tried blue side twice. It's not worked.
It's
and,
not easy to
they could have gone for the red side, but I think they are just so keen on getting that first pick and having it as flexible as of a draft possible. And at this point, it really needs to show up, because if they don't show up,
total disrespect.
This could be over for Rain again. Let's not forget, there are no safety nets this time. There
Next
is
year we'll
no
have MobaKiko.
Second. There is no.
I don't know, bro.
Bracket.
My English is very bad. I cannot speak so much.
You do not get a second chance whatsoever.
Actually,
and the bans this time,
not next year. I think they will create another tournament after this one.
Hero. I don't know. It's looking like a farce. Some might get banned out on the other side, but again,
so much downtime.
Rain,
what do you mean?
Blue side, they need to find answers. If not, it's looking dire. It's looking difficult. And if Memento Mori
in tournament, I don't have a team.
Of a 3-0 against Rain, doesn't matter who's on the other side, man. They're definitely gonna be one of the favorites.
That would be a statement. That would be a banger. But let's not get too heated, because the history could be completely different. The history could be that Rain will really just double down, triple down, quadruple down on blue side, and right from now on they will start winning from the blue side, and they will put 1 point, second point, then they will finish it off as 3-2, and everyone will forget how unfortunate the first 2 games were for them. But also there could be a parallel universe where that will not be a thing, and where Memento Mori will take the cake.
They heard me, Warren. They heard me. They got themselves the Matilda this time, making sure Kingsta has a single target kind of hero, or at least a healer where he can look this target down one and dive into the back line with that circling eagle and give Mr. Death a comfort pick of a fighter that he loves to play, since the Eastland Shin's already taken off the table. But you can see Memento Mori, they know what works for them. It's that Lancelot, it's that Phoveus, and they pick up both.
Oh, they got them both in the pocket, but the thing is, Bloom could still opt out into that CC, even though it didn't work out when those later stages of the game hit, and when he was able to scale up. Phoebus wasn't really a problem anymore, and he was slashing him all over the place and ripping him apart, and even destroying this backline. So that could be an idea, but doesn't look like it's the idea for this draft, because they are not really running it back at all. They are completely flipping it on its head. They steal away Matilda. They have glue matched up into Phoebus. We saw that many times, even though Phoebus has a little bit of priority in the
How much
lane.
star for
Blue
Mitsuki
can be
Mortal?
super useful in
100
those
stars
fights, and
you
can
need.
be doing basically the same
me?
thing as him.
Bro,
jumping into
I'm
this
still
backline
legend.
and making a lot of trouble happen for those backline carries.
I'm
You
far
know
away
what?
from this shit.
I'm not a big supporter of Rain or something where I went crazy when they got some picks. I'm just excited to see
Many
Joshi in his signature pick. Yes,
What do you
Fanny
mean?
is
Oh,
one
they
of the
got
signature picks.
once again.
Right, Warren? But this Julian is the signature pick.
Memento
This
Mori are
is the
sticking
hero
to
that
once.
cemented his name as the Grim Reaper in the Land of Dawn. During the MESL back in the day, this is the pick that earned him the name the Grim Reaper. And right now, when the chips are down, when the backs are against the wall, they go back to old reliable with this Julian in the hands of Joshi once again. And we might see some of the biggest comebacks and reverse sweep possible, because this is the hero that he had a reverse sweep with against the Birthright as well before. And back then, the Rain had a different squad, and same hero that got them out of despair. So will it work out again? Is the third time again gonna be it? Or will that just be a story of back in the day and you're looking at new and up-and-comers in terms of Memento Mori?
We all see to that, but right now the draft is looking very spicy on both sides. You have this Phoebus Lancelot secured for yourself, as we have already talked about it, together with Lolo's Kimi. That was an important part of that success in the first map, in the first game, I mean. But Julian, that's something to behold.
Julian.
He is in hands of Rain. He is in hands of Mr. Dev himself, as you have talked about it. So it's something to look out for, and I'm so hyped to see him in action on Julian, because I was kind of expecting that he would deliver on Fanny, and he kind of delivered, but not really that much to the extent of how we know Mr. Dev. So I'm really hoping that now with his back, with the backs of his team against the wall, he will deliver on the Julian, because he has to, otherwise they are out.
Last year, number one
comment. The bands coming through, they take away the 1-1, they take away
your
the
number
Farsa,
one
so not giving them any sort of high ground whatsoever. Taking out the Kalea and the Tigreal, so a lot of roam options choked out as well. That's why they go back to what they know, a double marksman composition with his Kimi in the mid lane, with a Moskov in the gold lane. And here they really need to find answers.
I don't know why I have so low viewers.
With this Granger in the back line, looking to dish out the damage. And Valentina,
is it because I'm not playing?
I'm not really sure how this Valentina is gonna work. I think this Valentina was just picked up as a comfort pick for Mio and try and take away the whatever skill comes out on the other side with the roam position. As yes, I see you, Warren. That got the Kacha. What do you gotta say?
I mean, you had to know that they will pick Gato and you can still steal at IOG. I think that's what happened. I think they were like, all right, what will Sakamoto pick? I think he could pick Gato. Yeah, of course, this was a gargantuous risk coming into that, picking Valentina when you don't have that many ults that you can steal. Of course, you can steal any, but let's look at how useful those ults can be for Valentina. Of course, you can spear yourself with a Moscow, maybe get yourself closer to the target. You can pull someone with the gravity field, stealing it away from Aloy, or you can jump for the backline with Fuse, but those ultimates are not really the craziest ones you can steal away. There is no Lucas, there is no, not something that's super big, but with that Gato locked in, could be spicy.
That Gato definitely is going to make a big difference, a big change when it comes to these team fights, because, man, that Valentina using the IMU, stealing that away, and I think you covered it all as well. It's just not just the fact that they can steal away the AOG, but also the traction pulse of the Kimmy, right? To use it, have that extended bit of range, and be a playmaking tool to try and pull them in place. And that's why you can see he's going to be a big difference maker. But here again, against the Kimmy in the laning phase, they really need to zone out the Kimmy. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult one, because you can see Loloy already doing a lot in terms of trying to control the river and trying to make sure they get their hands on any sort of advantage they can take in terms of trading HP, in terms of trying to get any sort of bush control, neutral objectives, maybe even a first blood.
Well, right now it looks like Valentina already on the move on the bottom side, maybe looking for the gold grab. I think it's already being started, so it will probably be sure to glue. So he gets that level advantage onto weight, so already very important. Your XP is ahead in XP, as Kingsta will try to move them away from that vision. No, won't happen right now. Lolo is slowed down a little bit by Mio, as Joshi will be moving into mid lane.
Definitely has to be moving into
the mid lane.
They have
a match point right now.
He has to find some sort of advantage, some sort of relief for his team. But you can see, oh, he goes for the enhanced sight, trying to show the damage. Sakamoto's revitalize already being popped. Kingster trying to go in, has the eye to try and get out of harm's way. Uzin comes through, punctures. Thorn Rose goes in with the Astro's Eye. Wade, lucky he wasn't level 4. Otherwise, that could have been disastrous for Rain again.
Kingsta already, that means a lot, because the upcoming fight over the turtle in 20 seconds, of course, you don't have wave with level 4, and Bloom will probably be hitting that pretty soon. I think not on this wave, but he needs just a little bit more wait.
Joshi enhanced chain to go in the knockup onto Wade. Uzin just missing out thanks to the Thorn Rose. As Joshi, you can see he's biding his time. This Julian's gonna wreak havoc in the Land of Dawn, knowing that Rain are playing a little more aggressive than they usually have the past 2 games. And my God, they have been aggressive in the past 2 games as well. This is just a lot more aggression that they're showing, knowing that they're on their comfort heroes. As Sakamoto's gonna be zoned out, Uzin taken out low as well. Phantom execution comes through. He's trying to get the Thorn Rose, trying to get the retribution. He gets the turtle. Joshi zoned out with the rest of Slarky and Wade, and that's gonna be first blood in the hands of Kingsta. AOG coming into the fray from Mio using the IMU, as Slarky makes his way into the picture as well, flickers out of harm's way, and now they're looking to take down Bloom, caught off position, and that is a 1-to-1 trade, an advantage to Momentum Mori as they got themselves the turtle.
And what's super important, need to respect that Moscow can join those fights. You need to keep that in mind, in the back of your head, but you weren't really respecting from the side of Rain. You were acting like he will miss that probably, but no, Slarky delivered, he hit those. But the thing is that Yuichi got himself a little bit of a goal lead.
He definitely got themselves a new gold lead, a little bit of a goal lead on their side. Not a lot, but still enough to try and get at least one small item. And here Sakamoto has been controlling the bush. You can see Kingsta like, hey, I know you're there, bro. You can't really catch me off guard. And Mio, knowing that, doesn't want to make a rotation on the other side. Joshi, though, has a slight bit of a threat coming in from Sakamoto. And again, this Gato Kacha was predicted by them. Oh, wait
a second, Loloy overstepped.
Woo. So close.
So close, yeah.
This could have been deadly. This could have been super deadly for Loloy, as he got terrified in that last moment. Kingsta is moving into the top side. Slarky will be probably pushed away by Granger. That's just how the matchup goes. Sakamoto will be, though, maybe pushed away into the base as he runs away with his life.
Death Sonata along with the enhanced chain. That's been the combo that they've been trying to use. And if Mio is able to get the AOG and land that, it is looking dire for the side of Momentum Mori. That's the wombo combo that they're going for. But with Momentum Mori have a wombo combo of their own.
They will try.
If they're able to utilize Loloy's traction pulse at the right time, force out a couple of flickers, or cast them off guard, Sakamoto is going to have a field day with the AOG. As right now, they're getting into the goal lane, trying to create the separation. Enhanced sword to make it out of harm's way. Guiding wind as well. And this is what I was talking about. Comes in with the AOG. RoG catches Joshi off guard. Thorn Roaster to shove damage, and now goes into the Phantom Execution.
They got Julian?
They're able to pick up the kill. 1-for-1 trade. SOD comes through as well. They're not able to find
Bro,
any
Fuvius is
more
there.
than they should have. Again,
Blue is there.
advantage
Look
to
at this.
Memento Mori. Yes, they get 1-for-1 trade, but that's a tank for a jungler.
But the thing is, Wade was there right on time. I don't know how he got there. I completely missed that part. I think it happened because they were able to cut the wave on glue, and that's how he got the move to move first toward the top side. Was just there on point. Now he could be in trouble though.
He definitely could be. You can see Kingston is trying to get control of the river brushes. He's trying to get that control for the rest of his team. And I think this turtle is going to be really crucial when it comes through, because it's important for that fight. You can see the split coming through from Bloom already. He is a glue. He's the one looking to get on top of Uzin. Gets the Thorn Rose on a Yuichi. Has a little bit of damage. And right now you can see,
they got once, bro.
Back, but they get the damage. Uzin is down and out. And now they're looking for a little bit more. Momentum Mori.
That one's is crazy.
To try and catch Kingston in place, but he can see with him on top of him. One after another. Make that a double in the hands of Yuichi. Joshi gets his hands on the turtle, and now Wade is next on the chopping block. Make that a triple kill, and another stack into the Sky Piercer. They going through, give him a maniac already.
Whoa,
yes, he does. Is it going to be a savage? He gets a savage in the land of dawn. Yuichi, off the back of a play from a turtle, is able to get 5 kills in a row. Just when he thought they were down and out, Rain make it back. And now, with the momentum on their side, this is what they could use to propel themselves and get a victory and possibly a reverse
They
sweep.
know the risk of this match, and this is the right answer.
Woo,
you need to one win.
That savage
we will fight.
Is absolutely
we will,
out of nowhere.
We will smash
with
you.
Rain able
we will
to
not
get
give
that
up.
one.
Jesus.
And I think Yuichi is gonna be absolutely
10-0, then they're trolling. Try to end the game faster,
point,
because 2
more
points in early game, in late game is
off guard
GG
once
for
again.
you.
Thorn Rose comes through, and he definitely is godlike indeed. Yes, Joshi's been sacrificed, but the carry has shifted completely.
3K gold lead
Yuichi with a 7-0 and 0, and now he's just moving around like he's the jungler of the team, catching in, invading, and getting all these buffs that he can.
Crazy.
Oh, indeed, this Savage was absolutely wild. And Yuichi is really pushing his team back into the action, back into being able to play this one out, because now knives are on their necks, and they need to really focus, lock in, and I think Yuichi is definitely locked in. I think he is so locked in actually that I think he is locked in for the rest of his team, because right now it's all on his back.
It definitely is. We were talking about a reverse sweep and everyone else as well, but you can see that's working out. Traction pulls him back, but he has the Rondo to get our harm's way. AOG to try and create the separation. Now Sakamoto's caught in the thick of it as they're going down. You can see Bloom is on top of him as well. Circling comes through. Wade's going to be the target. He's the first one down. They're looking for a little bit more. Yuichi wants blood. He smells blood in the water. Who said sharks are only in the river and the ocean? He definitely is in the land of dawn.
Them
for the side of Rain,
the
looking
win
to take
so
away
easy,
Momentum Mori one at a time.
I think they will win this round.
Oh, they did indeed. Memento Mori were trying to fight their way back into the game, but this wasn't the moment when you want to do that. I think you need to slow it down, let Loloi scale up, and Slarky hit his power spikes, because even though early game was looking good for you, right now Slarky is in trouble.
This guy's an absolute monster. 9-0 and 0 on a Granger. Somebody's got to stop him. He can't get away with it. This is murder in the land of God. Memento Mori have no answers for his Granger right now.
Super hard for them to log him in.
Crazy.
You don't really have anything except Sakamoto, and Sakamoto will probably not be hitting those because he is pretty far ahead. Yuichi is always sniping from the back, and he still has Flicker available, so how to get on him if you are Sakamoto? Of course, Yuzin can give him some damage, and Sarki could be the one getting on top of him as well, but how to hit those spears in the thick of the fights, how to get it through, how to put it on Yuichi when Rain knows who their carry is, and they will protect him by the cost of their lives.
Cost of their lives, and a lot of feeding going to the hands of Yuichi. He is looking buff. he is definitely looking like all eyes are on him. And when the light is bright, rain shine the brightest. And at this point, you can see they are under a lot of pressure, but playing there like there's none. Joshi trying to catch Uzin. Thornrose makes it out of harm's way, but the damage coming in from Yuichi is just way too much. This Granger is putting a lot of pressure, trying to shoot these bullets. And now Kingston goes in with the guiding wind as well. Sakamoto trying to cast him off guard. Slarky comes in with the SOD, and now here he is. The Circle gets two-man knock up. AOG trying to cast him in place.
Wait
he goes
a
with
minute.
the sword. He's not able to get a single kill. They overextended. Bloom and Kingston are down and out.
Wait
and
a
now
minute.
Momentum Mori, having the space created, understand that Yuichi cannot really do much without his frontliners. They are able to create the space. They're able to buy themselves some more time. But still, with the Lord being up, this has been crucial. The timing that they come through with has not been great at all. But Uzin here overextending. They're catching Joshi in place. He might make it out. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. It's back and forth, but there's the AOG coming in from Mia, and he gets caught off guard and instantly burst down with the help of the DPS coming out from a double marksman composition. Yuichi can only stand and watch as they have to sacrifice the Lord once again. But will he get this kill? He has to detonate a charge up. He doesn't want to use it. And at this point, looks like Memento Mori are not just playing them. They're playing this game to utmost perfection with a macro and their timings.
I mean, look at Laloy. He has only one death on his belt.
Bro,
right
that's
now,
so risky. That's so risky.
Oh my god, Kingston looking like he has to get out of harm's way. Flickers out, SOD connects, and now waiting along with Slarky. They're able to get one after another. He's on a killing spree himself.
Bro,
this has been a display of the goal laners. Bloom gets caught out in no man's land. Trying to go on top of Laloy, but gets taken down. And look at who's into the back line. He's trying to catch somebody off guard. As nobody home, Sakamoto just dumping ever so dominant.
Onslaught is so aggressive, so risky,
and
but
now they have to respect
somehow,
that damage. They have to respect the CC coming through as one after another.
He's surviving
like dominoes, and that 3.5k goal lead has been reduced down to less than 1,000.
The goal lead is gone. It doesn't really matter.
The
And the
is
thing
gone,
is
yeah.
that right now, moving into this part of the game, right, 11-minute mark, 30,000 on both sides.
Now it's all about
probably
mistake.
Most of the heroes will
No
be
good
hitting
lead.
3-item power spikes pretty soon, or are already at those, and might be hitting their 4th-item power spikes pretty soon. If you look at Granger, for example, he's not the best example right now because he's super far. And Mega kill Slarky, he doesn't care. 1v2, bring them on.
Sad, that's Donata coming through as well. Joshi trying to make it out of harm's way. He has the enhanced sword.
They got him.
Get out. He goes in with that, and you can see he tries to, but Uzin comes into the party along with Loy as they're able to get that kill for themselves. And now 2 down and out. Joshi, this is where he needs to show up. The Grim Reaper hasn't been himself the entire series, and now needs to show up when his team needs him the most. Rain off the back of Yuichi have been walking through and try to get this game under control, but you can see, oh my god, Uzin is just styling. He wants Yuichi, but he doesn't. He overextends. He styles a little too much as Yuichi's able to get that kill, and now Slarky gets caught off guard. Wind of Nature trying to survive. The help of a Flicker as well, and he gets to the SOD. But you can see Circle Eagle comes through, and finally will get shut down in the hands of Mio. As now Yuichi's trying to get more. He is there, and on top of him is Bloom. Sakamoto gets pulled back, gets a taunt as well. Laloy left unchecked, but again, he is legendary. Give him a double indeed. Nobody can stop this Granger at this point, because Laloy's the only one left standing.
They can't kill Granger. If they kill Granger, GG, but
down the mid lane
on
to
this
try and end
point,
it all.
at this moment,
it's just so unfortunate that using broke his hands on that play on the bottom side.
One thing, he's in classic.
Super
Yeah, that was
nothing can happen even if he dies, but unfortunately everything crumbled
a risky
after that.
move.
And it from a point where it was super playable for Memento
Mori
Mori,
gonna win.
now it's slipping out of their hands, and even though Yuichi will
see,
get probably outskilled by Slorky and Loloy, I think it's not there yet. I think you still need to scale up.
They definitely need to scale a bit. We
Once
want to see
it's
them
there,
go past the 15-minute mark, right? That's when they're more important, more prone to trying to shout a lot of damage. But look at Uzin, man. He might steal away the Lord, but he does this time. Gets the retribution in the hands of Joshi, but Sakamoto tries to go in. 4 caught up. As you can see, the damage is way too much. That's a 10 Skypiercer stack coming through as well.
Yeah, Skypiercer.
It is a lot of damage, a lot of true damage nonetheless. But right now, Slarky is the one that they're looking at. Slarky and Laloy have the gold, have the damage, and they can really be the cornerstone that Memento Mori are looking for.
It got stopped. It got stopped by something. AOG wasn't happening.
It wasn't indeed. They go in with a guiding win.
Can they
Insta,
defend that?
trying to find the opening indeed.
Would this
And
be
now
the end? Can
Memento
they
Mori.
push back into the series?
Yeah, and now you can see, oh, they get the
Full
knock up
views.
onto him in the back
Full
line. They
views.
find another.
No, you
Wade goes
can't.
down and out. Laloy dishing out the damage, takes away Bloom. SOD connects, catches Kingston.
Moscow!
With the window.
He got
In
it!
the hands of the Moskov. He gets a shutdown indeed.
GG,
And now
GG,
one after
GG.
another,
He
give him a
got-
triple kill.
he got it.
Yoshi got
Moscow
down,
got
but that is a
Stranger.
full 5-man
That's it.
wipeout. And that is why Memento Mori understand the assignment, understand what
Bro,
needs to be
Moscow
done,
is
but a lot
insane.
of pressure
It's
as
crazy.
Rain get
Whoa!
their hands on both the all
need to
three
defend.
inhibitors almost.
Give me
And now
defense.
with the rest of Memento Mori marching down mid lane. Will
I
they be
think
looking
they
to
can.
end?
They can end. No.
I don't know. Can they
Kingsta
end?
will
Can
be
they
up
tank?
soon.
They need to. They need this minion alive. Sakamoto
Oh,
is
no.
saying, can he go for the end?
Nah.
Bloom is alive though. Oh, you don't look for that, unfortunately. But for a second, it looked like Memento will cement themselves in history with 3-0. But not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, indeed. It's looking difficult. It's looking dire. And now,
What
Rain.
if one
I
team
mean, can
team
you-
which hero
Again,
doesn't
man,
have
I mean,
Victor
can
and
you really
everyone
say it's
and
looking
get
down?
out?
Like it's looking the best it has ever looked in this game so far, because Memento Mori not really the best early game for
You
them.
know, I don't
Rain
know.
was taking over, and right now they are back into the game. Their carries
so
are
soon,
hitting
guys.
the first
A
place, and
comeback.
Slarky could be swapping his
Yeah.
shoes for another item, and that's right what he did. He is full build, and the most full build he can ever be.
Oh, as a viewer and as an avid lover of MLBB, it's absolute display and it's an absolute
It's a pleasure
utter
to
happiness
watch
that we will
this.
get out of this one, but
They
doesn't
got
look
Granger
like
again.
so for either one of these
Oh,
teams. And
Slarky, the
catches
Moscow.
Yuichi and snipes
They got
him
Granger
down
again,
with the
bro.
SOD and Spear of Misery combo, and now one after another. This
Is
is
that
an
a
opening that
skill
moves in,
or
and the
look?
rest of
I don't
Memento
know,
Mori are
but
looking for,
they
and
got
they're trying
Granger
to get them
again.
down.
The
And now
Slarky,
you can
the
see
Moscow
Laloy
player.
dishing out the damage. Joshi and the rest of Rain will have to run away. A slight
Nah,
bit of a
man.
misposition from Yuichi could
No.
cost them the entire series at
Bloom
this
is dead.
point. As Odin is going through, Bloom is down and
Jesus,
out.
bro.
Memento Mori marching their way through.
They're winning.
They want a recall.
GG.
Will
You
they
need
be
to kill
able to
the
do
minions.
it? And yes, they are.
GG.
It is the base crystal that left them exposed.
GG.
And that is the one cannon minion. They're trying to clear it with all their life,
still alive.
but they're not able to indeed. Memento Mori able to get the victory in
What
a 3-0
the
sweep.
hell, man?
What just happened? What just happened, Protos? They did it! They did it! No reverse sweeps, nothing, none of that bullshit. It's done. It's done for Memento Mori are going into finals. It's
They-
our first finalist
they
team.
are losing in the
3-0
first game
Rain,
too, and
one
now-
of the favorites of today's tournament.
Again, and they're
What-
winning.
What
They're
an
winning.
absolute insane series. It is absolute cinema, like how they say it. And it came down to the positioning of both these teams. Yuichi was running the show. He was calling the shots until Slarky said, step aside, the big dogs are here. And that's what he absolutely did. Caught Yuichi off position and instantly sniped him down. And it was all Shiro at that point. Memento Mori knew.
Astonishing.
This is the guy that we want to take down. He is down and out, and we can go and fight no
That's
matter
crazy.
what. And then it was complete end to the reign
300
of
viewers
Team
in the
Rain
Search Europe
as they are looking to
stream.
try and
That's
take
great.
EMC. But unfortunately, we'll have to bow down to Memento Mori.
That's great.
But by no means are Memento Mori a small team, man. They came in, they didn't have a slot in the entire EMC. They didn't have a confirmed slot. They got
I think I have time for one rank match. And I don't know if I can watch the next matches. And I don't know about you guys either. Because it's too late. Promo diamonds again? So we need to play that shit every time. Promo diamonds? Why? Why Moonton? You know what, guys? The problem is that I asked Moonton a lot of times, can you give me diamonds because I'm creator? They say we cannot give you diamonds for no reason. So maybe in future I will switch I'll switch to
Feathers been calling, my enemies stalling, my people been balling, my team been wildin'. Canada 100, we use basic tools. Strategies moving where we gotta move. There wasn't no option, no time on the clock, and no setting it back. And we gotta get profit. I'm standing on top of the glory, the road. We was just rebels and do what was told.
come on, please. I'm in love.
Without us getting stuck, we just muscled up. The same spin, no one gotta tighten up. Gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this game.
Whether a pop.
Welcome to the jungle.
Noob.
Why?
While enemies falling, I'm balling on top of that mountain. I'm on and I'm calling my mom and tell her I'm good. I'm surrounded by family like back in the hood. I was falling from grace, I was misunderstood. Hey, the pressure will sit you right down, but I stood up. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. On the balcony screaming, they just let me be. We had to slow it down. What goes around comes around. Oh, the frequency different now. I was going through different rounds. Hey, it's crazy, the progress is hitting now. Ain't no sitting and lost and found. I found what I lost in a minute now.
How many points I need? 40,000? I can't. AOV, is that really? How will never work? This game, man. Okay, let's go one on rank match. Let me try Ranger. Rock is nice, but I like KOB better, but it's dead now. There is a problem right now with MLBB and RoG because they banned MobaZane and Hoon, and I think there is a big chance for switching right now because of this. And not only because of this, like I told you, I asked Moonton and I sent you screenshots in the Discord server. I asked Moonton, can you give me diamonds? It doesn't cost you anything to give me diamonds. These diamonds I will use to buy skins, to promote your fucking skins in my content, and not only, I can make a giveaways. So the people will stay in the community, in the MLBB community. And they're telling me we cannot give you diamonds for no reason. What the fuck? You want to lose me like a creator or what? Moonton, you're very stupid. It doesn't cost you anything to give me diamonds. With these diamonds, I will not buy skins, maybe, not so much. Or if I buy skins, I will make videos for that. Bro. No fucking way, bro.
Destroy.
Let's switch to RoG. Very soon, Denji. Very soon, to be honest. Not gonna lie. RoG is very close to me. I'll try to contact them. And let's see.
The enemy is picking. May the world come to life. Your team is picking.
The only problem is that this will be a completely new game for me. I need to learn a lot. But the problem is Moonzone is doesn't give a fuck. The Moonzone the Moonzone is disrespecting people like me. In this case, you lose me. The whole my channel is MLBB oriented, and they cannot give me diamonds. For real?
These brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cold, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cold, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Bro. Stop with that, please. He got it. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Bro, I'm sorry about the cable, bro. I'm sorry about the fucking cable.
Fight for their eternal sleep.
Gather at the turtle. Launch attack.
I got the word. Nice one. I got the turtle. He saw me. Okay.
Breath in my chest till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a goddamn mess. Hopeless, more tests, more bliss. Dug deep down trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on. Hero resurrected. Thoughts like jumping off of that rooftop. Like a make moves based on my mood drops. Like who flies? Like who flies? It's yours. It's family. I'm free from the shame. I don't wanna lose faith. I'm from the game trying to find my way.
Bro, mia. You where is Leva? Nope. No, Kaya. I'm dead. Oops. come to RoG in future. Let's see. Matt John, hello. Bro!
In the entire EMC, they didn't have a.
In 8 minutes. The next match will be best of 5-2. It's semifinals, so I can't. Search Europe, sorry, but I can't. What? I was dead. Beautiful. Ah! Fucking Kaya with ult! Kill him! Kill this fucking bitch! Beautiful! No, 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 no! Yep. Nice. And Haya will steal the ward now. No. Haya will die. Beautiful, beautiful! Beautiful, nice Mia! Mia with brain, I like that. Mia with brain. Bro. No way. Maniac. So this is Mia with brain. I like it. What the fuck? Hey, no. Rose gold. No rose gold. The hell? You need more practice? Yeah, definitely.
Your team destroyed a turret.
How use haircut properly? Yeah, definitely. This is auto pick haircut.
Shatter.
Mia, you want all of the buffs? Yeah. Somehow I'm winning.
Victory!
Magnificent. Hilarious. No. It's sensational. Melissa, please. Здравей, приятел. Аз съм SMP Tofu. Кой си ти? Тофу? Той котката на майка ти ли си ти? Криско, еди кой си? Добре. Сега се сетих. Обаче, аз бях соло кю. And I'm still legend, bro, look. Anyway, yeah. Приятел, аз съм соло. Играх между игрите, защото по принцип е друга целта на стрима. И понеже е 10 часа и съм стар, трябва да ходя да спя. Братле, лягам. Спирам. Guys, that was it. But you can join the Search Europe stream. Because I think very interesting matches are coming up. Guys, how good night, guys. but I want to... Извинявай, без искам, статистах да те поканя в парти, объркахте. Няма нищо бе, приятел, в смисъл аз спирам, наистина. Good night, God bless. Good night, thank you guys. Go. Go to watch this.
Today me, Nish, Dakota and Singh are going to do some pre-tournament yapping about what happened, what is going to happen from now on, because we are in the playoffs. So guys,
Go and check Search Europe channel, subscribe for them. This is European tournament community and it will be great if you subscribe and if you support them. Tomorrow is the final. I will stream that and one of you will win a one skin. So thank you very much. See you next time. See you tomorrow actually. Good night guys. Лека нощ, успех и на теб, приятел.
We're midway through the competitive year. This is where teams are establishing themselves, solidifying their presence amongst the elite teams, of course, in Europe, or you just fall behind. And at this point, it's legacy versus hunger, ladies and gentlemen.
So guys,
experience versus
good
the
night.
rise of new teams.
Go
And of course,
and
to
watch
bring you the next
series
the next
of
best of
semifinals.
Myself, Kronos, alongside me, my trusty
Thank you very
partner,
much. I
Scared.
can't
He
stay
all the way
more
got a new
because I need to
hairstyle.
work tomorrow,
Ro
but
just didn't go to the barber because he
thank
was
you very
on
much.
vacation at this point. But hey, we are up
Bye.
here ready to bring you the next series between
Love you.
Team
Thank you for your
Entity
support.
and, of course,
Good night, guys.
Minerva Fury.
See you
And
tomorrow.